What is one of the most popular toys in America for boys? That's right, I'm certain that you, the viewer, said Hot Wheels. Thank you for being an interactive participant. But what if they made a game? Well, I mean, they've already made other video games, so I'm not really sure what I was talking about. But I wanted to try the newest one with Hot Wheels Unleashed for the Xbox Series X. I'm back at it with the racing games, but this one had me really excited, like really excited. One of my favorite PlayStation games was Hot Wheels Turbo Racing, which was actually a racing game with some Tony Hawk-esque tricks and flips you could do. Seriously, I think it's one of the most underrated PlayStation games, but I was hopeful that this game would be similar, being an arcade racer with stunts and tricks and boosts with different cars having different stats and all that stuff. One thing I have to say right off the bat is that this game is gorgeous. Like, it blows me away that the car models and how they look like actual Hot Wheels cars. The track locations and the tracks are also good, but being able to pull off the Hot Wheels car look just has me floored. Acquiring different cars is basically just a loot box system, so it kind of feels like a mobile game or Ultimate Team where you open boxes or packs and lights go off and confetti flies and you get that dopamine rush that subconsciously makes you want to play the game more and whatnot. But each car has its own stats and they can be upgraded, but one of the stats that I don't really like is the boost types. Some cars you just have a boost bar and you can boost and stop boosting whenever you please, but others only have like 2 or 3 individual boosts, so when you hit the boost you use up 1 boost worth of boost and then you only have like 1 or 2 left. Like, it's just weird. Like, why not just have one or the other? Why do different cars have different boost systems? I'm all for variety and having cars with different attributes to give you more options to play the game, but I just don't see the advantage of using the preset boost amounts that certain cars have with the 1 or 2 or 3 boost system, as opposed to using the boost whenever you need it. If you have a long straightaway, you can boost longer. If you have a shorter straightaway, you can boost shorter. Like, the boost as you go, I don't know why you would want to use the other one. And there's also a ton of customization in the game. You can customize your car, but even better, you can build your own track, which had me giddy and excited to make my own track. I messed around with it for a little bit. It was a little bit cumbersome to do on a controller. I feel like it was more PC game controls where you had to do weird button combinations. But if I had put more time into it, I'm pretty sure I could have made something great. And what do you do when you don't have time to do something yourself in a video game? You can download what other people do, and some of the tracks that people have made have been absolutely crazy, so I raced a couple of those and that was pretty fun. So sadly, this is where the review turns negative, because this game has 2 fatal flaws that turn the game off for me. The first is the difficulty, which is it's important to find a nice sweet spot between too easy and too hard. In this game, you just can't do it. I play on easy and I get into first after the first corner, and then it's just smooth sailing the rest of the race. So easy was too easy, so I just slid it up to medium, and I thought that would be a little bit better, but then it was like ridiculously hard. I was placing like 10th or 11th out of 15 or 16, I don't remember how many cars were in a pack, but I wasn't even sniffing the front. And it's not like I suck at racing games. Like, I've played Forza and Gran Turismo and all sorts of racing games, and I don't have issues playing other racing games, but this one, like, I wasn't even close on medium. Like, this is such a pet peeve of mine. Like, it just has to be the right, like, you have to give people the option to play the game that they want to play. Like, I have no problem playing a game on easy if it's too difficult, or if I'm not really in the mood for putting in the effort, I can just put it on easy. Like, the slider, there should be more options than just easy, medium, and hard, because medium was a sweat fest. Easy was like a walk in the park. There just has to be more options there. But wait, there's more. The controls are stiffer than my legs when I wake up in the morning on a cold winter morning right after I worked out the night before. Yeah, that's some insane stiffness. You can't even make the turns without using the drift mechanic, which the drift mechanic is nice and it boosts your boost meter, but then it turns your car from super tight to super loose. And the track is so wide, but I still hit the wall on the inside because I drift too much, and when you're drifting, it pulls your car into the corner more, and then I stop the drift, and then I hit the outside wall because it's too stiff without the drift, and I hit the outside wall because it's not turning enough. Like, I got better and I adjusted to the righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, whatever was going on, and then I was in the medium difficulty, which was still really hard, and I had to put it back to easy, and then I was doing all these drift moves out in the middle of nowhere because there was no cars around me because it was too easy. That was just the nail in the coffin. which really just makes me sad. This is one of the best examples of art style matching the type of game, and the game having all the right stuff in it, but it's just not a good game to play. Like, at its core, you can't enjoy the game. And like, it doesn't matter how good it looks or how much stuff is in it with the customization, I just can't play the game. Shockingly, not shockingly, unfortunately, I don't really know what to say, but this game goes towards the bottom of the list for racing games. It was just frustrating to play, frustrating at how it looked amazing, and I was so excited to play it, and it was just not that great. So maybe this is my wake-up call to go back and play some of the older games that I know for sure that I like, and not really risk playing all sorts of these games that are kind of maybe out there. I don't know, but hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks for watching. Working another review soon. See you then.